It's filthy out here.
Filthy, I see.
Filthy in these streets now, there, boy.
What, Mark?
Mark's playing with cameras and shit. He's entertaining himself. Don't worry about it. Little bastard. Little bastard. Are we live?
We are.
Why is
We're
it not
live.
working?
We are live.
All right. Hello,
Hello, CRJ fam.
you fuckers. Look, I got a bone to pick with you CRJ listeners.
All right.
All right.
Pick it.
Need you guys to get your shit together, okay?
Tell them about it.
Need you to get your shit together and need you to call the voicemail.
Tell them about it.
Need you to leave a comment, DM, something. Send us some merch.
Yeah.
Let us review the merch. I'd be down with reviewing
Review
some merch.
anything.
Y'all
Send
want to
us
review
something. Yeah,
anything at
let's-
all, ever?
I think we should review anything at all ever.
For real, I think we should do that.
Let's. What do you think, Jeff?
Yeah, I mean, if you got
Do you
some-
have opinions on things, Jeffrey?
What grinds your gears, motherfucker?
Yeah, of course I do. I mean, I'm everybody has an opinion. It's just whether or not you're willing to share it.
Yeah, you're
That's the
willing to
difference.
share it.
Are you willing to share
Well,
your
of course I am.
your unbiased opinion on anything?
All right,
Yeah.
right now, pretzels, Snyder's or Dots?
Dots.
Dots, right?
Yeah.
Why?
Because she fine as hell.
Because they're best. They have a buttery garlic taste, and they're way better than Snyder's. Snyder's is gay.
Snyder's is so gay. Not gay as in happy gay people. I love happy gay people. Snyder's is in, like, gay as in, that's fucking gay.
They're horrible.
Like 80s gay?
80s
like
gay.
80s,
Like
80s
they're-
middle
like-
school gay?
Like you hit a brick trying to
they're
hit a
bland.
three-pointer.
They're
Yeah.
bland.
Yeah.
They don't have the flavor.
All right, they're Buffalo ones are
Listen,
okay. They're all right.
Dot
Not in
changed,
comparison to Dots.
Dot changed the game on
Now-
pretzels.
Yeah.
She did. I
Yeah.
mean, she brought.
And look, she's not a looker, but because she made those dots,
This has nothing to do with what she looks like.
it does though.
No,
It makes her super hot in like a motherly way.
she just knows how to
That's,
really
that
make.
came out weird.
She knows how to make pretzels really well, and she's good at making pretzels.
Damn right. Damn right.
And that's all that matters.
Right. And they've got the sweet ones, the cinnamon.
I have had those. I still like the original, man.
For real. Yeah. I look, it goes originals, the cinnamon ones, and do they have like the honey mustard? They have the honey mustard.
they do.
Right? The honey
They
mustard's
do.
good, but I got to be in the mood. Like honey mustard with an energy drink, that's the move.
They have several different flavors, but Dot's kind of hot from a pretzel making standpoint.
Dot is hot.
Dot is hot.
And that's our review, ladies and gentlemen, for
your
Dot's Pretzels.
We just hey, do we have a Dots bag here?
We did.
I would think we threw it away.
We go through so many.
Yeah, we
Dots.
eat so many dots.
So many
We
dots.
just-
Sorry, folks.
Dippin' Dots.
Boy, my kids love Dippin' Dots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Little fun fact. My sister used to run the Dippin' Dots stand at Six Flags.
Yeah.
yeah.
Dude, you see the nonsense at Six Flags?
What happened?
Six Flags is off the chain. They just like open up for the season or whatever, and they're already shooting at each other.
What do you
Really?
mean? Like
For-
inside the park?
It's ridiculous, man.
Shooting? Are shootings
They
inside
have
the park?
fights, shootings, all of it. It's fucking stupid. You know what they ought to do? They ought to. They need to raise the ticket price to like $200 a ticket.
What do you think's causing that?
Look, it was just a matter of time between
Six Flags
until
Drive.
where Fulton Industrial bled over into
it's
Six
West
Flags.
Atlanta bullshit, man.
Fulton Industrial is 300 yards away from Six Flags.
Mm-hmm.
And if you've ever been down Fulton Industrial Boulevard, it's not somewhere you want to be.
That Six Flags exit is ratchet as fuck.
Yeah, you can connect those two.
Yeah.
Like there's a road that connects Six Flags.
Dude, there was a
exit to Fulton
guy
Industrial.
in the woods. It's been some years ago, but it just kind of speaks to how long it's been fucked up out there. That was in the woods above the interstate, just shooting into traffic, just shooting from the woods. A competitor of mine from Show Car
I don't understand
had his
that.
van hit.
I don't understand that.
Yeah,
It's just young recklessness. It's
so
fucking
stupid.
wild, man. Yeah. Six Flags. It used to be a great place to go. And it should be a place that you could go. Whitewater, all of it. And it's all
So,
bullshit.
you know, when I was a teenager, I had a job. I got a job. One of my, I don't know if it was my very first job, but it was one of my first jobs, was working at Six Flags.
Yeah.
And if you remember back in the day, I'm sure they don't do this anymore, but when you
Whitewater. Yeah.
No. When you would walk in the gate at Six Flags, they always had somebody there taking your photo.
Yep. Like an amusement park.
Yeah,
would.
and then they would take your picture and they
Yeah, all the different places through.
put it on a
yeah.
keychain.
Yep.
Or
Like
you
a
could-
dope ass amusement park
Right.
would.
You
Yep.
could go buy it. Right. So my job was to take photos
Okay.
of people. That was my very first job.
All right.
Young
Very
Jeff.
first job. And I had a little Mustang, and anyway, so when you drove up to the employee parking lot, there was a security guard that worked, and and they would check your windshield to look for your employee sticker to let you in. And I pulled up one day and I stopped, and the guy was like on the right side over here, and he kind of stepped up and he leaned kind of across the hood of my car. Not on the hood, but he was kind of leaning over looking to see if I had my sticker. I assumed he saw it, and I started to ease forward, and all of a sudden he starts screaming and slapping the hood of my car.
What the shit? He
Yeah.
didn't like Mustangs. It was a Ford thing.
I didn't know. And I was like,
Camaro guy.
Yeah,
and I was
Camaro
sitting
guy.
there, and I'm like, I'm looking at him. I'm like,
It's a 5.0.
what? You know, it was. And I'm like, what? I'm like, you
Not
know,
a 4-cylinder.
and he's trying to get words out, you
5
know,
speed.
and like through his yelling, I finally deciphered. He said, "You're on my foot."
Oh, you silly 16-year-old Jeff.
And my car was just resting on his foot. And I was like, well, and part of me was like, well, that's your dumbass. you
Yeah,
know?
it kind of is.
Don't
yeah.
put your
So-
foot in front of a tire.
Look, I
And,
had my foot ran over by a car at a car wash, going on the conveyor
Yeah.
one time. That's all it took.
So do you guys remember me telling you last night when we were in the car, which we need to talk about that, by the way. We need
Yes.
to talk about that. But do you remember me telling you about my friend Summer, who I grew up with, who worked as a homicide detective?
Yes.
Yes.
She worked in the security department at the park at the time.
Yeah.
And she came up to me that day, and I was like, "Hey, what's up, Summer?" And she was like, "Hey, Jeff." She's like, "It's been a crazy day." She said, "One of our security guards got his foot ran over this morning."
Some jackass.
Yeah, and I was like, "That
Oh,
was."
really?
I said, "That was me."
Oh, God.
And she was like, "That was you?" I was like, "Yeah." She was like, "Oh my God!" She goes, "Like he had to go to the hospital."
That's a workman's comp case.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's a workman's
Oh,
comp
I'm claiming the shit out of some
Oh,
stuff.
yeah.
Look, a car ran over
Oh,
my
God.
foot. That's all I got to say. And look,
Yeah.
when I had my foot
broke
ran
that foot.
over at the car wash, it wasn't that big a deal. It went right over the top.
Oh, no.
Like it was scary, but it was fine.
No, he got the full brunt of that 5.0. Right.
I ran over my own foot one time on a forklift.
Really?
How do you do that?
Yeah. So I was I
That's
was
a
in
tall person's problem.
I was off the lift.
That's a tall person's problem.
I wasn't sitting on. I was standing on the ground
On the
next to
side,
it.
were you
No.
reaching over trying to maneuver?
Yeah.
Tall person's
So I
problem.
reached up and so
Tall person's
what had happened?
problem.
I was
Thank
tying
you.
off a baler, a
You didn't
cardboard
have
baler.
steel-toed shoes on.
No, I didn't. I didn't hurt myself.
You should have.
Yeah, it wasn't required.
Son of a bitch.
I was tying off a baler, cardboard baler, and every 2 cycles you have to open the door and it spits one out, and then you close the door and it compresses.
Sure.
You open the door and spits one out. You guys ever had cardboard balers?
Yep.
Do you know
Every-
what they are?
Some are 3-cycle, right?
Unless you have a 2-cycle engine on it.
It's
But it's 2 every
I-
2 cycles. So
I
some are
should
3.
not have asked.
Right. Yeah, I'm with you. 2-cycle engine oil.
But you have to spit it
They
out.
take-
You have to spit it out after 2 cycles.
Or you could swallow it.
Absorb it.
That's what I meant.
Carry on, Mark.
I shouldn't have asked.
I'm just.
I
trying to-
shouldn't have. I did, but I shouldn't have. I know. It's the problem is not you. The problem is me.
follow. I'm just following your story.
I am the problem. So anyway, I parked too close to the baler and couldn't get the door open. So I was just gonna
Bump it.
bump it forward.
Yeah.
Took the park brake off and just bumped it forward a little bit.
Tall person problem.
Well,
Gotta bump it.
when I did,
like a starter.
it kind of lurched and went right over top of my foot. Luckily, it was the front tires, not the rear tires.
Hell
You
yeah.
know, forklifts, all the weight's in the rear.
There are tons and tons of weight.
Yes, they're very heavy in the rear. So it was the front tires. It scared me really bad. Like I was really for a second, I was like,
Oh,
I
no.
just smashed my foot.
Yep.
But-
Yep. I've done that on a lift on the back of the trucks.
yeah.
There's a space between like the metal bumper and the lift.
Yeah, yeah.
And sometimes when you're standing on it, you'll reach over and lift yourself up, right? But if your foot, like while it's down, is sitting underneath the bumper and it goes up,
Yeah.
like you catch your foot, and it's like, oh no.
No fun.
I've done some dumb stuff on forklifts.
Really? I've done some dumb stuff on pallet jacks.
Really?
Yeah, because you can use them and steer them,
Yeah. Yeah.
like skateboards.
So nothing nearly as dumb as. Have I told you guys this story about my brother? I don't think so.
No, I want to hear it.
Bill was a manager of a pallet, a CHEP pallet repair facility in St. Louis, and he was he came in. He was the general manager. They ran they ran 3 shifts, so he had popped in one night on the night shift just to see how everything was going. And he said when he walked out, it's just a big cross dock. So it was like 40 dock doors down one side, 40 on the other. They just unloaded, sorted pallets, and put them, loaded them back up.
Right.
Almost all forklift. Every now and then they'd get just random stuff, like because it's all returns from like Walmart and Target and all that. Pallets are being returned from those stores.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, so the pallets are getting returned from the stores after they unload the product, and they're sent back to CHEP for CHEP to make sure they're good and whatever. So anyway, they would get random stuff in, and at this point they had sent. So like when you get carpet, the corrugated tubes that go in the middle of carpet when they roll it up.
Yes.
Okay, so they had gotten a bunch of these in, and they were just. Bill saw them earlier in the day. He was there when they got them in on the day shift, and they had them sitting over there by the dumpster, really long, like 12, 14 foot long, right? Maybe even longer, maybe 16 foot, however long they are.
Damn.
So really long corrugated tubes. Think like wrapping paper tubes, but
Okay.
bigger.
Yeah.
Okay? It's big enough for like a softball to go through it. So Bill got there. It was late at night. Night shift had been there for a couple hours. And when he walked into the end of the cross dock, he looked out down through there, and there were 2 guys on forklifts jousting with these big corrugated tubes going the opposite directions.
Like holding them.
Driving forklifts,
That is
trying
absolutely
to
awesome.
joust with
I love that.
with the 2 corrugated tubes.
That's great.
And Bill said he had to turn around and walk away for a second because he was laughing so hard, but he had to fire both of them because there's other people there. It's on camera. They had it on the security camera. He had to fire them.
Yeah.
But he had to turn around, walk away into the office, and compose himself before he walked back out and fired him for it.
That's
Yeah,
hilarious.
jousting with forklifts.
That's hilarious.
One of probably the most dangerous things that you could probably do outside of like a forklift on a forklift.
Yeah.
Like those OSHA videos where you put a little forklift on the forks of a bigger forklift and raise it up to raise something else up.
What kills me is with the ones where they always make the mistake, and like then you see like the whole like
The
shelving.
mast.
Yeah, well you
Yeah.
see like this whole shelving
Oh, yeah, yeah,
system
yeah.
fall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's
Oh,
just
that's
like-
awful.
Oh my
Yeah,
god! It's
that's
just like
awful.
a warehouse nightmare.
Just walk out
We've
and don't
seen,
come back.
Just
So
you're
I-
done.
You quit.
we've had I've never seen them fall, but I've seen them take corners out of the racking systems. I've seen guys flip them before, flip forklifts, flip them over.
Damn.
Wow.
I saw a guy one time who was the truck driver didn't set his what are they called, his jacks right on his you all right, everything good?
Well, I thought I felt something, but I didn't do anything.
Maybe it's somebody else here.
So he didn't set his fifth wheel.
Does it feel like the air's working all of a sudden?
Nope.
Okay.
So you can move the rear tires on a tractor trailer. You can move them forward and backwards.
Oh yeah.
And so when you're loading and unloading, you're supposed to move them all the way to the rear
Okay.
of the trailer. So the truck driver didn't, and he had to actually had them all the way on the front. So Buddy went into the back of the trailer on the forklift, and then it just dropped. So
Oh,
it was
shit.
the whole tractor trailer, the whole semi trailer, pointing up in the air. Yeah, it was crazy.
That ain't
Damn.
Yeah. Yeah, his first time in there is truck driver's fault.
Yeah.
You know, he had a big load on the front of his forklift and all that weight on the back end of that forklift. As soon as it hit the
So
back
it
end
sent
of that
the
trailer,
trailer
the
up.
whole trailer popped it up. in
So
there.
then it was like the truck and the trailer were like this.
No, the truck wasn't connected to it.
I got you.
yeah,
I
if the
got you.
truck would have been connected, it'd have stayed down.
Stayed down, right? Yeah.
But no, there was no truck connected.
So the
it's
trailer was up.
Just the trailer was,
Yeah.
was like pointing up in the air.
damn.
Speaking of big loads,
TJ was in here last episode.
we have missed TJ. We have missed TJ.
Shout out to you, buddy. And your big
Did
load
you
skunk
guys
guy.
see?
Off the couch.
Did you guys see where the contract was signed for Jake Paul and
Tyson?
Mike Tyson?
Yes.
Oh, it's apparently legit, but
What
I
are your
mean,
thoughts on that? I know Dave says it's bullshit.
he don't like it. Yeah.
No.
But Dave's a purist.
Mark,
Yeah, he is a boxing purist.
I know,
Yeah,
but I mean,
stand up purist.
what do you think?
And
Mark?
I'm not a boxing purist. I love boxing.
I don't mind the spectacle.
I
I
don't mind
understand
it
the exhibition side of it, but are they actually going to allow them to actually fight?
I don't
Well, they should.
Hell yeah, I'm sorry. That was my fault. That was my bad.
Yeah,
Wow.
they should. They should let him
I
fight.
did it, and then he did it.
If they don't, I think it's terrible. You know, I think if it's a real fight, actual fight, I think Tyson knocks him out.
See, I think they're playing 3D chess as much as they're working together on it.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're gonna set it up because they can't get it done under the athletic commission because
right.
Tyson's 100 years old.
Yep.
I think they're gonna get it done under the exhibition and then either just be like, all right, we're just gonna send it, or they're gonna set it up like, you know, Tyson knocks out Jake Paul.
Yeah.
Which would be like the ultimate fucking badass shit in the world. Everybody's gonna lose their mind.
I'd like either
Jake
one
Paul
of those.
needs to take a loss. He knows he does
Yep.
because he doesn't. You know, he's, you know, not.
And I don't
a
think it
legit
hurts his
fighter.
career at all.
No.
It boosts his money.
get
career,
knocked
knocked out by
everything.
Tyson. Yeah. Yeah, because
Everything.
then all the other schlubs that he's been fighting, then they all think that
Well,
they
if
can
he
beat
knocks out Mike Tyson, that doesn't help his stock.
him. No, but if he
No.
gets knocked out by Mike Tyson, everybody
It
else thinks they
definitely
can
does.
beat him then.
Yes.
Well, I can. And Tyson
For
knocked
sure,
him out. I can
for
beat
sure.
him.
Yeah, I
can
agree
knock
with
him
that.
out.
I agree. I think they're playing 3D chess, and they're gonna get a. And you know what? The part of me that makes me happy about it is like, Tyson, go get a fucking payday, bro.
Absolutely. Get
Go
your money.
57 years old or
Yep.
whatever, and in your
Get paid.
50s, whatever, and go get you a fucking $100 million payday. Go do it. And ride off in the sunset, smoke weed, do podcasts.
Yeah, make movies. I
Hell
want to see
yeah.
more
I-
cameos.
you know, you
I
seen
want to
these-
see another Hangover.
Well, you've seen these training
Yeah.
videos of him, right? These
Yes.
training videos
Oh,
where
he's
he's
from
yeah.
a couple years ago.
Oh, he's gonna
I
come
don't
in,
know.
no, recent.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude, he's
Yeah.
quick.
Oh,
Yeah.
I know. Hand speed's the last thing to
Well,
go.
and there ain't gonna be no
And-
damn.
He's still got some stupid power.
Well, there ain't
man.
gonna be no USADA or nothing. He's gonna come in juicy as fuck.
I just
Yeah,
don't.
if it's
juicy.
an actual fight, Tyson wins. If it's not fixed,
I
don't
agree.
think.
But like,
I don't
I
think
think
Tyson
even at,
loses.
even at
fixed.
57, I think he breaks his fucking
Well,
jaw.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, but with Jones, I mean, it was built up, and then when they get into the fight, it's like, oh yeah, it's an exhibition, and they're pulling punches to the head, and
I want to see Tyson go in like a pit bull and just leave it all out there.
yeah,
I'd
I
love
can
it.
see that.
I'd love to
I think
see
that's what, and I think the promoters know that that's what everybody wants to see.
it. Yeah.
Yeah,
They do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to see him
They
go
want to see
out.
Tyson.
They want
I
to see him
want
go out
to
on
see
top.
Tyson.
I want to see Mike Tyson bite Jake's fucking ear off.
Yeah, go out
That's
on
what I
top,
wanna see.
man.
Take
Go out
his
on top.
fucking ear.
I agree.
And Jake's crazy enough to be like, look, if we get close, bite my fucking ear
Bite my
off.
ear.
Bite
Dude, why wouldn't he? $50 million? Would you let somebody bite your ear
I'll
off?
let somebody
Yes.
bite my ear for 50
I'll get
50
3 new ears.
Yes. I mean, yes.
I'll have spare ears.
You could bite my ear off.
Bite it off.
I mean, Holyfield and Tyson made a whole thing out of it.
Yeah, it's funny as shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Well-
snacks and gummies. Gummies, wasn't it?
Wasn't that on the table? Holyfield and Tyson? I bet this took
Oh,
the
is
place
it?
of it. I bet they were like, well, this makes way more sense.
Now that would be interesting.
Yeah, I don't
It'd
think
be cool.
Holyfield isn't nearly as
Maybe they still do it.
as good as Tyson. Like right now,
Physically?
physically. I don't
Mentally,
think, yeah,
all of it. Yeah. A lot of brain damage.
A lot of brain damage. Tyson didn't take much brain damage. He's
No,
always
not really.
been
He was
what
busy
is.
knocking
Well,
motherfuckers
he didn't
out.
get hit much,
No, that's what I'm saying.
Well,
he didn't-
later in his career he did, but
but nothing like not like Muhammad Ali.
no,
no,
not like
for the extent of it.
Mm-mm.
You know, the
I mean,
longevity of getting
like
getting
Holyfield
smacked.
took a lot right on the front. of that big ass forehead.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it'll be cool. I'm definitely gonna watch it. I think it's supposed to be on
Oh, yeah.
fucking Netflix or something.
Yeah, that's what I hear.
That's
is it
cool.
Is it?
I think so.
Yeah.
That's what they're saying.
That's cool.
That is cool. That's big for Netflix.
Netflix gets in that game.
Big for
Boy.
Netflix. Yeah. I mean, could you imagine if Netflix started streaming like Flow?
Oh,
Like
Flow needs to do it.
Flow
for fuck's sake.
Flow needs a competitor though. Flow needs somebody that's gonna
UFC is their
compete
competitor
against-
right now.
Fight Pass, yeah.
Fight Pass is doing it right.
Netflix could do the same thing.
They could compete with
They
it.
could do
They'd
the
be
same
competing
thing.
with the UFC. That's basically it.
Yep. They could take all the stuff that Flow has
Because Fight Pass Invitational, they're doing it right. They're
all
throwing
the
money, money.
No, one's on Prime now.
Who's number one?
No, one FC.
One FC is on Prime.
on
yeah,
Prime.
yeah.
So
yeah.
they're already doing it. So Netflix has to be looking at it and saying,
Makes sense.
Right.
Prime is getting in on all these live sports, live stuff.
They're doing
we
jiu-jitsu.
could do,
Muay
could do
Thai.
Muay Thai.
Dude, you know
football games like Prime had every Thursday night football game last year.
Well, I think Prime's like live television. You can go to their like live TV little section. They have like Glory kickboxing and what's the other one they do that's super? So there's another one they do, but
Yeah.
they do Glory all. Like me and Dominic will have like Sundays. They'll have Glory on, and I'll have it on while we're doing shit.
Hey, I'm not trying to segue.
You
out.
segue, buddy.
No.
What
That
you
was
got?
a good one.
But we got a comment on YouTube, and it says, "My neck hurts."
Ayo, my bad. My back
It's
hurts.
from Sal.
My neck.
What do you
and
think
my
he's talking
back.
about?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I do.
He doesn't have a neck.
Oh, did you choke him?
I figured something out on his big ass today.
He doesn't have a neck.
Nope.
So it's just his head.
Cranked him?
I just figured out how to control. So I shouldn't have told him this, but he figured it out anyway. He saw it. He was there. But if I ever get on like side control or mount on him, his core is so strong, he just like throws me off, right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
sweeps
he
me.
just like bench presses you, kind of.
Basically.
You got to be willing to move, buddy. Back steps.
No. So, well, yes, but so I figured out today. I went north-south on him,
Word.
and so now all I'm having to worry about
On
is
his
from
head.
from here up.
That big old noggin.
And so
it's a lot to
all his hip thrust and all that flailing around
Doesn't
Doesn't do nothing.
Didn't mean shit.
Yeah, control the head.
didn't
Yeah,
mean a damn thing.
Where the head goes, the ass must follow.
And I was able to control him a little bit.
right.
And
Sal, I just want to tell you, I have a lot of submissions from bottom, north, south, and some things that can really help you. Hit me up for a private. I'll help you out with what
Well,
this
according to our weight loss competition, he looks like he's going to be paying for it because I asked him today. I said, "How's the weight loss thing going?" He said, "Well, I'm up 6 pounds." Like, you're going in the wrong direction.
Wrong
buddy.
direction, Sal. What was the time frame?
April 5th. I'm down 3.
April 5th. Y'all did this last year?
No, well, we did one last year. This is a new one.
Yeah. That's what I mean.
So, and his Sal just said private 2.0. Share them notes.
I got you, Sal. Listen, nothing's free in life.
Did we
okay?
get did we get a voicemail today?
We did. We have one from Sal. Do we want to do that now?
Yeah,
Why not, man?
Why
Let's
not?
go with
Let's
it.
roll with
Let's,
it. I like
let's
momentum,
do
baby.
We'll do this
Spice it up.
live on live on Facebook too. Let's see.
Man, we have 107 viewers right now.
Yeah?
Yeah. Well, actually 8, but it looked like 107.
Sometimes it'll go like 108 down to 8.
Back again. Santa's back, tell a friend. Guess who's back? I'm back again in this biatch. Yeah. Let him know. I know you boys have missed me. I've missed you too. But we're back at it again, baby. Been a scrub on the voicemail train, but we're back on it. I'm here. Let's do it.
Let's.
Want to open that today. Tell your boy El Jefe to tell y'all about north-south today. Fucking smashed me on bottom for 4.5 minutes. I was clueless of what to do on bottom other than to beg and fantasize about that clock turning to triple zeros. And then my boy Seth has the nerve to go and ask Austin for advice on how to finish submitting me on bottom north south. So I thought the clock was at triple zeros, but they effectively reset it to 15 minutes because that's what it felt like being on bottom with Austin showing submissions over and over and over and over. Not very fun. Not very fun. Yeah, speaking of El Jefe, man, I did a weight loss challenge with him that's still ongoing. We're 6 pounds over. 6 pounds over. Not really the outcome that we're looking for there. You know what I'm saying? Who agrees to do a weight loss challenge when they got 2 bachelor trips, 2 weddings in that same 3-month window? You know, just not very smart.
It's not an excuse.
But hey, I challenged my boy El Jefe to double or nothing. We got to extend the timeline. The deadline from April 1st to something else. Something a little bit later. We got to give your boy a little time to figure things out. Maybe work with Dave and do a little crash course weight cut. Because 6 pounds over ain't going to get the job done. Anyway, love y'all. Cheers. Also, shout out to Jonathan Collins. Imagine me mean mugging that guy at the bar. Like, just having no idea.
Call back.
That my boy would have ripped me to shreds, dude. What an idiot. Yeah, love y'all. Cheers.
Salute, Sal.
So
Cheers, Sal.
let me explain a little bit. He references Austin.
Yep.
And for those of you that may have not completely understood what happened, because I know it's a little bit hard to understand, during Sal and I's roll today, I discovered a little north-south position where I was able to control him a little bit, where normally I'm not able to. But I didn't actually finish the submission, and Austin was standing there, and I said, "Hey, Austin, how about a little help? And show me how to, what could I have done here to finish this, properly?"
Yeah.
And Austin turns that into literally 10 minutes of just absolutely destroying Sal. And
He likes to
From
do
north
that
south?
when Sal's the Uki.
north, south, I mean, you name it. And to the point that literally at one point Sal looks at me and shoots me a bird during the middle of it, like, thanks.
Screw you, Jeff.
You sent Austin down a rabbit hole, man.
Like, Austin is just absolutely destroying him left and right, to the point. One time he had his arm in such a position, and Austin literally has his fingers on his elbow, and he said, "I can actually feel your tendon stretching."
It's almost that's so
and
bad.
right here.
And Sal's like, "Yep, they sure are." I mean, poor Sal. But,
So he said double or nothing. What's the bet?
well, we had talked about if this go around, I don't know what he meant by double or nothing. We had talked about maybe doing like another round of privates. Whoever loses has to pay for another round of privates with Mark, something like that.
Is that what y'all did last time?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. He lost last time too,
Yeah, I know.
but and it's not looking good.
No.
This one.
No. Well, I don't know. He fluffed way up. He probably lose like 10 pounds real easy.
Well,
just some water weight.
Sounds like he needs to quit going to weddings.
I guess that's not an excuse.
That's what he said.
You can
He
still,
said
you can go to
Bachelor
weddings.
parties, yeah.
Like
Bachelor parties.
Yeah,
that's
you
what he
can't
said.
go on like week bacheloring extravaganzas.
yeah, like go to a
Week-long
bachelor party
out of the
night.
country.
Yeah, what's wrong with you?
It's the Sal factor.
It is a
Yeah.
South factor.
Yeah.
There is one.
But anyway, it was good. It was good. It was a good day.
Sal sounds like Bob Sapp when he started to lose his mind with Ariel Hawani.
Oh,
You ever heard
really?
that interview?
Yeah.
And he's
That's
just like
bad.
playing the shtick.
Yeah.
Like he's going crazy. Like Austin probably choked the fucking brain cells out of him. And between that and bachelor parties, he's just barely holding it together.
Yeah, I agree.
We're going to pray for you, Sal.
He's coming, buddy. He's. It was good. It was a good day.
Yeah, he made a call back to Jonathan Collins when he was here about
Oh,
Sal mean mugging, protecting his sister, cousin,
yeah.
something like that.
Talk about not knowing the room.
I remember when Jonathan Collins bounced when he did security. Chucked a couple motherfuckers through the air.
Yeah, he seemed like he'd be a
There was this girl that
quiet tornado.
there was a girl that got shot on the square. Guy was drunk, got in a fight, went to pull a gun, and as he's pulling it out, like poor trigger management, like he just was finger on the trigger as soon as he was pulling it out, and as soon as it came out, it popped, and it hit the ground and ricocheted and hit a girl on the leg. Him and I think one other bouncer were the guys that fucking ran his ass down. Fucking hit his ass up.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wow,
Well,
dude.
Yep.
Tales from the Square, bro. That could
Tales
be its
from-
own
that's a whole
segment.
segment itself,
Yeah,
buddy.
that
Sad
place,
ones though.
That
There's a lot of
place kind of
sad ones.
scares
Lot
me
of
at
sad
times. Honestly,
It's definitely better than it used to.
it's just not a good place. I mean, you should be.
It's definitely better than it used to be.
Yeah.
They've got, if you go, like, they've got some pretty much like grown up areas now.
Yeah.
And people that are like treating it as such,
Yeah.
and like, because businesses have figured out that business is better when you don't have a bunch of fucking college kids running around being idiots.
Yeah.
And like a lot of them, they close their bar at like 9:30. Doing stuff like that to weed all that bullshit out.
Yeah.
So then it steers them. Yeah, they give away business, but they make it up, not losing the other business.
Not losing their real
business.
food business.
Yeah,
and real business.
yeah. So they, but if you're out there at 11:30, 12 o'clock, down at the pub,
Yeah.
you're probably gonna you more than likely
Yeah.
gonna see some problems or find some problems. Like, but nothing good happens after that. Like, you can be in Atlanta. I mean, we were in Atlanta last night. And
Bro.
fucking, a great time.
10:30 at night. And we're
Everything's
like, bro,
good,
let's
and then
get outta
fucking
here.
blue lights. You can smell the fucking gunpowder in the air. You're
Cops
like,
walking around,
fucking right, dude.
making me all nervous.
Hell yeah.
I was like, let's get out of here.
Yeah, right after Fight to Win.
A bunch of security guy come just like strolling out from the underground parking garage on 911,
Yeah.
talking to him.
Yep.
It's just like,
Racing everywhere.
it in the same realm as that. When we were in Atlanta, at
Fight to Win?
yes, I had a kind of a different view of the Atlanta PD and what they go through.
yeah.
We were walking from, for those we went to dinner, and where were we, by the way? Like, where? I'm trying to think where we were.
Midtown.
Is that where we were? Midtown. And
we were like on the northwest end of Midtown. We weren't far from like the
Close to
varsity,
Varsity.
West End,
Close
and
to
all
the
that kind of
Varsity.
stuff.
But man, I mean, just the level of activity from the blue lights to the police presence to
Traffic, people.
Man, I thought
It's raining.
I would not want to
It's
be
raining.
in the
It's-
rain.
it's
I would not want to be a Atlanta police officer.
Oh, dude, you had the guys that aren't even in the cars, like walking the beat.
Absolutely, they
In the
have to.
rain.
They have to.
In the rain with a fucking boggin on.
Yeah.
Like,
They know.
dude, that's a real beat cop right there, boy.
Well,
like, that
it's
motherfucker right there is
sad
a
that
soldier in the
He
street.
knows exactly what's going on. all around
Fucking
him.
right.
Well, and he has to be there. That's the sad part. You know, they
Yeah.
have to be there because it's obviously the crime is so bad.
Well, the Peachtree Plaza, West End, Hard Rock Cafe, all that, they have to have, 4 or 5 of those guys
Well,
just walking around that
even
area.
the restaurant we walked into, if you noticed, had an Atlanta police officer
Working the
at the
door.
And it wasn't just security. He was an Atlanta PD
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
sitting at the door,
Yep.
letting us in.
Yep.
What does that say about that place?
A lot. Yeah, it means they want to, that it's high end enough that they're going to keep the bullshit out.
They're going to pay for it.
They're going to pay for it because it's
That's
worth
not cheap. It's
it.
not
Oh,
cheap.
no.
No,
That's where
no.
those guys
Have
make all their money.
Off-duty overtime.
No, of course
those
not.
guys do really well.
Yeah, absolutely. But it's worth it because you get
Yep.
a random group of fucking assholes. Not
Yep.
like us. We
Yeah.
were awesome. People
No,
love
we were
us.
cool.
We might have been a little underdressed.
way underdressed. Way underdressed.
we'll
Jeff, you
tell
wanna
that
tell us,
story.
tell us about that.
Well, so
Tell us about it.
all right. So shout out to
But look, we tip well. So
shout out to a restaurant. Guy, listen, if you're listening and you want a really cool steakhouse in Atlanta, this place is relatively new. Hey, this is a review right here. This is a
there
review.
you go again, buddy.
And
Look,
this,
it's natural for Hefe.
This place is called Low Country Steak. It's not steakhouse, Low Country Steak. And it is a small little steakhouse in Midtown. It's only been there open maybe a couple years, relatively new. And last night we got recommended to go there. And so we drive from the event we were attending to a parking deck. It's pouring down rain. We get out. We walk through the pouring rain, about half a block, and we get to the restaurant. There's 5 of us.
Tell us who the 5 were.
Okay, so it's Mark, the Rev,
Yeah.
Kyle, Simon, and young Brandon, Teen Wolf. And
25.
it's one of these situations where when you get there, it's like it's pouring down rain. It's not like you're going to look up and go, let's go somewhere else. I mean, we were there, all right? We're
Already
there.
paid for parking.
Yeah,
Yeah, we've already
pouring.
paid
It's
the
a
valet.
monsoon
I mean,
outside, yeah.
we're there. We walk in, and immediately, I've been in places like this. And we walk in, and I thought, this is not where we should be. And what I mean by that,
Yeah,
guys,
we don't belong here.
this is
At least not the way we were.
the way we were,
dressed.
right?
this
Not
is
that we don't
basically
belong.
a white
In the-
cloth.
In the state we were in, we
No.
don't belong. Like, all of us belong.
We just came
there.
from a jiu-jitsu fight promotion.
Yeah,
Like,
coaching.
coaching,
you know.
yeah.
Candle lit, wine glasses.
Yep.
Everybody's dressed up.
White apron.
Yep.
Mark is in a Buc-ee's t-shirt. I mean,
Hoodie.
hoodie.
Even worse.
Buc-ee's hoodie. Kyle is
Bucky's hoodie, shorts, Sperry's with no socks.
yeah,
And a ball
and a
cap.
hat.
and a hat on.
Yeah.
Kyle's wearing shorts with a hat. I've got on.
I at least had a polo.
You did
on.
have a polo on.
I have on a hoodie,
But I'm in a
jeans,
hat.
work boots,
This is like the place you don't wear a hat
and
in.
basically,
and if you do, you take it off.
Simon and Brandon look like they just walked out of the gym.
Yes.
So
yeah,
They look like 25-year-olds that just walked out of the
in,
gym. It's
in black
exactly-
hoodies. Yeah.
Black hoodies. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what they look like.
yeah, we could not have been any more out of place.
Jeff was in work boots.
Inappropriately dressed.
Inappropriately dressed, way underdressed, and stood out like sore thumbs. But
we embraced it.
Nonetheless-
Shout out to their hostess.
the hostess, she
What
was
was her
super
name?
sweet. I don't remember her name.
And shout out to our waitress.
Super dope.
Both super dope.
Look, if you go there and you find the waitress, that's awesome. That's
she had
her.
red hair.
Yeah.
Red hair.
The waitress did.
Waitress had red
yeah,
hair.
but the waitress, she was in the Navy. What did she do?
She said Navy.
Navy.
I know she worked with. She worked with she worked like on the what do you call it? Like the navigation deck with the captains and all that.
Right. Yeah. Ask for them. They're awesome.
But
Tip 'em
Yeah,
well.
hostess was fantastic.
Yeah, they
absolutely.
both had some ties back to Carrollton. Actually,
yes,
Yeah,
I mean
yeah.
the
Get some
staff,
recognition in this bitch.
the staff, the service was great.
Absolutely.
The food was
fantastic.
12-year fucking Whistle Pig, Blanton, like they had,
Yeah.
the food was
the food was top notch. I'm not going to lie. I mean, I've had some really high end steaks, and this place was probably as good as it comes.
Yes.
recommended by Michael
Michael
Michael.
out of Tribe.
Out of Tribe, baby. Was good.
Yeah.
He apparently that's what he does. He sells high end meats to a lot of these places, and so I asked him at Fight to Win. I said, "Do you have any recommendations for a good restaurant?" And he said, "Absolutely." He said, "This place is about a mile from here." He said, "It's kind of an unknown."
Yeah.
He said, "You're probably not gonna have to wait." He said, "Very few people know about it."
Yeah. That's the dope spot.
It wasn't packed. It wasn't
No,
packed.
Dope spots in
and
Atlanta.
you
Man,
know,
it was good.
It was good. It was really
next
good.
time me and
mac
Steph
cheese
stay in
was
Atlanta,
good.
we're going.
Cam's lobster mac and cheese was fantastic.
Yeah.
Like chunks of lobster on top of that
Yes.
joke.
Yeah.
I was impressed.
Brussels sprouts looked good that Si had.
Even
Your
my garlic mashed potatoes were phenomenal.
Yeah.
I mean,
just everything
I bet.
done right.
everything was
garlic
good.
butter with
The
that.
And here's
steak
how you
was
know it was good, guys.
amazing.
So you got 5 grown men. We all had steaks. We all had everything's a la carte, right? So the sides are really big enough for 2 people. We each had our own side plus salad, right? There was not one fiber of food left
Oh, yeah.
on a plate.
No, hell no.
And
I
that
could have ate another steak.
yeah, and that tells you just
Legit, if there was another one
could have
there, I'd
ate
ate
another
it.
steak.
I was-
Like, if it was like at the house, where there's one left, I'd
Don't
ate
yeah,
it.
man.
I was so full.
Couldn't afford another steak,
But-
but I would have ate
Lobster-
another steak.
Fucking
It was
mac,
just
I
so
made
good.
cheese.
It was so
Yeah.
good. It was worth. It was, and it was a little pricey, but it was good. It was worth it.
Yeah.
And
As far as pricey joints go, like totally worth it.
Yeah, it wasn't
Yeah.
out of the realm.
I'll
wasn't
take it
not worth
over
it.
the Sundial.
Really?
The Sundial
yeah.
wasn't as good, isn't as good.
Yeah.
You know, and it's just as expensive.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, that's not a shocker, but it's
No. But
It's just as
I've been
expensive.
I've been to Howell's, I've been to Bones, I've been to Marcel's. I mean, you know, this place was as good.
Yeah, and we're talking $75, $80 a person for their food.
Yeah.
$75, $80 a person for the food plus drinks if you know whatever drinks if you want
You're
to get
probably
an appetizer.
more like 100. Really, when you factor
yeah,
in,
probably.
you know,
Yeah.
because when you factor in, like, if you do a salad, if you do a drink, it's going to cost you about $100 a person, roughly.
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
But I mean, well worth it.
Absolutely worth
Yes.
it.
If you're looking for a special place to go, or you just want a really good dinner or a great experience, it's
Yeah.
worth it. And honestly, the service was top notch. And I
Yep.
mean, to me, when you go to a place like that and you're going to spend that kind of money, the service really, really matters.
Yep.
And they lived up to every bit
So
of it.
and let me talk on that just a little bit because I've been in situations where I was treated a certain way because of how I was dressed,
Yeah.
and they absolutely could have just turned their
yeah.
nose up to us.
Yes.
You know,
Yeah,
had
and
no
said,
idea
"Nah."
if we're you
Yeah.
know who we are, if we could even afford to eat at that place. And they did not. They went out of their way from the time we walked in. They made us feel very comfortable, very welcome, very, very fun, just atmosphere, fun
Yep.
vibe with them.
Yeah, loose.
It was-
Everybody was cool.
Yeah, it was. It could have been so. They weren't pretentious at all, and they could have been.
Oh yeah,
Could
for
have been.
sure. They can be like,
Yeah,
not
it's-
my work,
that's-
my time.
Yeah, that's their. You know, that's a lot of that shtick that those high end places go with. It's
Yeah.
like you don't even belong here.
They treated us as though we were all wearing
Yeah.
coat and tie.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
No different.
Yep.
Um,
And it's low country steaks.
Low Country Steak.
Steak.
It's awesome, man.
We need to make sure we tag them in this episode.
Yeah, I will.
On the review.
Yeah. I definitely would go back.
Fuck yeah, dude. Dude, I
mean-
probably literally, and I've had steaks at a bunch of different places. Like literally, probably the best steak I've ever had.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
I agree
It-
with that.
it is mine.
I mean, I
So
literally.
what did you have? I forgot.
Bone-in ribeye.
What'd you have?
Just the regular ribeye.
And I had the special, which was the blackened. I don't think mine
Was
was,
it the
a
porterhouse?
Filet. Was it a
I
filet?
think mine was a fillet.
It was a filet because yours
Yeah.
was thick.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
mine
right,
was.
that's
I
right.
had a blackened. It was a blackened 12-ounce fillet.
Yeah.
With crab meat
On top.
Oh, what? Yeah.
So good.
Stupid. I mean, it was so good, man.
It makes you want to go back.
I mean, it's such a good flavor. I mean, and it was. Here's the thing about my steak. I got it medium rare, and the outside of it was crispy, where it had been kind of seared,
Yep.
right?
Good
And then
sear
the
on it.
inside is like butter.
Yep.
Pink
Yep.
butter. Yeah,
Man, I'm
yeah.
telling you, boys.
The ribeye was the same way.
Yeah,
Pink butter.
give it a chance, folks. Go somewhere different. Low Country Steak.
Yeah, you get in
Midtown.
Atlanta, it's worth it. My brother talks about it all the time.
There's so many restaurants. in
Find
Atlanta.
those little gems in there,
Yes.
and run it, man.
There's
Yeah.
so many places to eat. I noticed that last night when we were riding around. Like you look, like there's so many restaurants that I'm like, man, I want to try that. I want to try that. I want to try that.
Yeah.
And you just don't think about like they're everywhere. But those, like you said, those little gems, if you can, you know, and we found it because of a personal recommendation.
Yep.
Well worth it. So
So
far.
we are going to start, in all seriousness, we are going to start doing a review episode. So if you want anything reviewed, we will review anything at all, whether food, service, anything you want us to review, we will review it.
Yep.
The only, here's the caveat. We are going to give our 100% honest opinion on it. So if it sucks, we'll say it sucks.
And if you've listened to our episodes,
You know what you're getting, okay? You know what you're signing up for.
Yeah.
So if you want to submit something for review, just get it to us. We'll review it. It could be cigars, it could be bourbon, it could be food, it could be a place, it could be we will review it. We're going to release these on Fridays. So here within the next couple weeks, you're going to start seeing Friday podcast episodes and video come out of just short 15-minute or so, 15, 30-minute, just, you know, us, we kind of ramble sometimes. So it may be closer to 30, but it'd be short episodes, and we're just going to review one product per episode.
Yep.
So if you got something you want us to look at, want us to try, you know, give us a shout out, hit us up on social media, find us. We would be more than glad to do it and have a lot of fun with it. So yeah, fantastic. I think it's great. I think it's a great idea. We really enjoyed, talking about things anyway. So let us know what you want us to what you want us to try.
Sure.
Yeah, we'll try it. Look, we'll try it. It may be
yeah.
bad. If you try not to set us up for failure, though. Okay.
Yeah.
Don't give me something that I don't want to.
Dildos. What are we gonna do?
It's going to be kind of hard to review that.
Maybe
Yeah.
we'll get creative.
We
Don't worry.
moving
Jeff.
on.
There's only one blue belt in here.
Yeah. The old blue belt tester.
Yeah.
Better hurry up and get you a white belt.
The old blue belt.
Sure do have a purty mouth, boy.
We need to really go back. We still have not.
We haven't got
solidified
you and Buddha a white belt yet.
No, you guys don't have white belts yet.
our tournament.
Yeah, I know. That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. But you got to have white belts first.
You got to pick white belts, or have white belts pick you.
Look, next time, look, we'll our weekends have been super full.
We've
I'm
been
ready to
very
pick.
full.
So in
Are
2
you?
weeks.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh no.
Lock
Maybe-
it in.
Let's see if we can pull it off
Within
Wednesday
2
night.
weeks. Yeah.
I'm not making any promises. Let's see if we can pull it off Wednesday night. It'll be
Yeah.
kind of random, but it's fine. We'll see
Make
if we
the
can,
announcement.
we can pull it off Wednesday night. Buddha, get your white belts.
Yep.
It's a no-gi night.
Nogi night.
So boom. Jeff, you get your white belts, and then let's get it done. You get your white belts, and then we'll set up the matches.
Did we say whether or not the tournament's going to be no gi or gi?
So it's pretty much been no-gi so far.
We talked about that,
Yeah,
but we also dabbled in the fact that it could be gi.
we did.
I mean,
But then we took a hard turn back to no-gi.
but aren't we purist a little bit?
No. We're not.
Yeah, it was a hard card to play.
We're not.
Yeah.
I think it ought to be gi.
5 years ago, maybe. Now, no.
I guess we could. I don't think we can put it to a vote. Can we put it to a vote?
I just feel like you just bring in so many more technical
I don't-
factors.
So wait, I don't want it to influence y'all's picks. So after y'all make your picks, we'll make our decision on
We'll
if
make
it's
it.
gi or no
We'll
gi.
do black belt council.
But you've
to-
already
to-
basically
black belt
told me it's
council.
going to go no gi.
No, because look, we've got
No,
Cody,
not if we go- look,
Cody and Dave are
and
both
Dave-
very pro
Yeah.
gi,
Yeah, and Luis is definitely on the middle,
and
So,
probably more gi. Probably more gi.
maybe.
I could be swayed either way.
So it's
Austin's probably definitely no gi. Kyle's probably definitely no gi. So you're looking at 3-2 right now. I might be the swing vote.
boom.
I might be the swing vote. We'll do
Boom.
black belt
Buddha
council.
ain't scared. He'll go gi if it comes down to it.
If he
but
has to.
I think going into it, we originally were
I
like
think it
the original
changes
thing.
things.
The original thing was no gi. The original thing was no gi. Just
Yeah.
to be clear.
Okay.
So yeah. So
All right. Well,
yeah.
I
Big
guess I'm
things
on.
popping.
Are we about ready to tap out? I guess.
Yeah.
I guess
let's
I'll
tap
tap.
you tap. You tap good,
Okay.
boy.
I am going to tap out with. I hope that regardless of the contract and pre-negotiation talks, I hope that Tyson abandons all that shit and just comes out there and just lets old Tyson come out. And I hope he just breaks Jake Paul's jaw.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say okay. Yeah. Like he
I
just
don't-
comes out and old Tyson
Just
just
a f-
rapes him.
30 seconds
I mean,
in
that's
and
that's
just
old Tyson.
Eat
Just
your
to be clear.
children.
30
Well,
seconds
I mean, he
in.
went to jail for rape. So
30 seconds in and just absolutely just breaks him down. That's my hope.
yeah, no, I'm with you. Yeah, I hope so too.
When is that fight? When is
July.
it?
July something?
Oh, okay. So we got a while.
A lot of time.
He's going to juice. him.
Hey, we know what we could do. We could do fight companion for that.
That'd be cool.
We could do a video like Rogan and those guys do. We'll set up a TV. We can't show the fights, but we can set up a TV up here. We can watch it, and you can tune in live on YouTube, and we'll companion with the fights.
Yeah, I'm down with that.
What do you think?
Yeah, get a few people up here.
Yeah. Get a few people up here. Put the fights up.
Get some food.
Get some food. Just
Okay.
hang out. Whoever hops on camera hops on cam.
Yeah, I think it'd be
Yeah,
great.
I think
Camera.
that's yeah.
Hops
get
on
it.
camera.
Hops on
I'm
cam.
all
Not
for it.
cam.
You can hop on. No, you can't hop on cam. Son of a bitch. Is that your tap out? Get it?
I might have hopped on Cam a few times.
You've hopped on Cam more than once. Don't you
Yeah.
fucking lie on me.
Yeah.
You tell the truth, Daddy.
Daddy.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I will. I'm going to tap out to. I enjoyed Fight to Win. I enjoyed watching Isaac and Buddha. I enjoyed the fellowship with the guys, going out to dinner afterwards. By the time all that was done, I was really ready to get back to Carrollton, though.
Yeah.
I love Carrollton.
True.
I love Carrollton.
That's cool. That's good.
I-
That's a good
yeah.
take.
Nasty little wreck last night
Yeah.
on 20.
Oh, so that's what when I GPSed after we dropped you off, it took us down 78.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah, we missed that.
We
Yeah,
missed it.
I got
Did you go 20?
Yeah,
That's why I always GPS before I leave
I
somewhere.
got stuck, man.
Yeah.
Damn, bro.
I got around it, but
That's cool.
Yeah, that's
Makes sense, especially pouring out rain.
Yeah, it was nasty. out
Y'all are
last night.
old. We're talking about traffic and weather on our tap
and
out.
GPS
And GPS.
like GPS before you leave. Sonny, listen, always GPS it before you pull out of the
Your
driveway.
weather.
it's always helpful to have a map.
It's weather.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Cam, what you got? Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm gonna tap out. I get a shout out to my wife. We're gonna
Hey,
kid free this evening. So baby, leave the porch light on. Daddy's coming home. That's
all
it.
right.
Boom.
We love you guys. We out.
Deuce.